Right, part two. We come up to this little centre. It is quite hot and humid today, so I'm going to be puffing away for a bit. Got a nice little garden over there. So, yeah, got a picnic area. There is the toilet. Right, now, first time I came out I thought this stuff was really fascinating. This is old farm machinery. Hopefully the camera will pick it up properly. But yeah, so start off. College Lake Nature Reserve, a vision realised. Right, it says many of the items of farming equipment in this display were collected by Graham Atkins MBE, who was instrumental in the creation of College Lake Nature Reserve. There you go. Graham worked for Castle Cement, which is what my mate Phil said earlier. As a lorry driver, he was also an ecologist and realised that with the right management, bare industrial landscapes could be transformed into wildlife havens. So, yeah, next time I talk to Phil, which will probably be when I get back, he'll be outside. Oh, so Graham Atkins, remember that. Right, so we've got a really cool cart, obviously horse drawn. A wheelie barrow with some sort of tool in there. Not sure what the tool is, but oh, it looks like sort of yoke type thing for the horse. Right, corn drill, 1900. I'm trying to step back and get it in, but I'll come around the other angle in a second. Right, mechanical seed drills revolutionised farming. Seed passed down the tubes to be planted in the soil at the correct depth and in straight rows. Wider drills were used for vegetable seeds and closer for cereal seeds. Okay, now back in the day when we all did history at school, we'd have probably known who invented the corn drill. I don't think it was Arthur Young, was it? Diddly dee, Alan. It's a sort of a joke we got from school. Diddly dee, Arthur Young. Right. So this seed drill would have been a massive sort of apparatus, because you got that, which is really good, and then you got this, the yoke bit for the horse in front of it. So you got this good 20, 30 feet long. Must have been. I mean, I've driven articulated lorries, and that's probably easy compared to this stuff. So, or 18 wheelers, as the Americans would say. So, there's sort of it's a coulter cuts vertically into the earth. I was assuming it like cuts a furrow, but no, it'd be quite small, I think. Beam, mould board, turns over the slice of the soil cut by the coulter, and oh right, okay, so the coulter cuts it, the mould board turns it over. Right, now that is a seed fiddle. So, an improved method of broadcasting seed. The bow at the front of the device was moved backwards and forwards, causing seeds to drop into a spinning disc, which scattered them evenly in a wide arc. It's all clever, isn't it? Isn't it like most of this stuff was invented by just an ordinary farmer thinking, oh yeah, this will be better, wouldn't it? And then, you know, do they make the stuff themselves, or they get an engineer to do it, or what? Right, so that's a mural back there of there's a little poem. 4 seeds in a hole, one for the rook, one for the crow, one to rot, one to grow. I think I've heard that before, or something similar, about having to sow more seeds than will actually grow. There's a little scarecrow with his lovely green binoculars. This is a horse hoe down here. Right, so attach the horse to this end, and the farmer goes to that end and steers it, and it hoes the ground. Right, there's another poem. Just move over here so I can see the end of it. Dry March, wet May, plenty of corn, plenty of hay. Wet March, dry May, little corn, little hay. Okay, so obviously the farmers use the weather to dictate what sort of crop, or predict what sort of crop they would have that year, and maybe diversify a little bit with different crops depending on previous weather. Right, that's a hay knife. So that's for cutting slices of hay from a haystack. That's a wimble, a tool for twisting strands of hay into ropes. Okay, clever. Right, got a bit more to do. Okay. There's a few more tools. Not sure what that is. Oh, it's what's an egg storage crate? That's clever. So there's like loads and loads of wire in there to keep the eggs apart. Right, now we played with this last time. So this is a winnower used to clean and grade seed. So you can see it working there. Eventually it should. No, it don't. It doesn't. The rest of it doesn't turn over. Oh, well, that's a shame. Right, a few more bits here. Right, we got. That's a Lister petrol-driven sheep shearing machine. Actually, at the teen rooms, I was talking to a farmer who's got loads of Kiwis over to do the shearing, and they did 1,600 sheep yesterday. There's 5 of them. Just imagine how hard that work is to shear them by hand, or like you got your shearing thingy, the electric one, but still, and they do it in a barn full of humidity. Poor blokes. And he said there's one of them is this Maori girl who she's massive, and he said, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but he said there's a metal bar and 2 of the big lads were hanging on each end, or one on each end, and she lifted them up. Yeah, so corn dollies, that's almost Blair Witch type stuff. Or even like Children of the Corn, isn't it? There's corn dollies in that. Which I haven't seen for a long time because I don't watch Stephen King stuff anymore, or rarely do. Plus, if there's something with like a million sequels, or reboots and remakes and reimaginings, it just gets a bit boring and you can't really watch them all. Although I did watch the latest Final Destination last night. It's alright, but predictable, isn't it? The final film of the great Tony Todd, who didn't look well at all, and yeah, a bit of a legend for horror fans. It's Mr. John Bloodworth, recurring character in the films. Well, I'm going to come up this way and have a quick look at the picnic area. Ooh. Yeah, the ground's quite uneven here, so I'll go up and down. Right, let's have a look at this sign and then we'll carry on. Bamford's Lion Horse Rake. Alright, okay, so that's that bit of machinery there. Right, so the farmer sits on top of there. Well, they can't have been comfortable all day in that little seat there. Not for me. Right, so also